Who was once stationed here. I was a corporal, ultimately, but I was a lance corporal here, 1979 to 1980. Was here just for 1 year, but this was my first duty station and profoundly affected my life, as it did many other Marines here. This is where we lived. Our primary mission was security during the Cold War, and we took that job very seriously. We were young men, teenagers with machine guns. Sometimes we didn't know what to do, sometimes we did, but we were dedicated, and when the chips were down, we were there. We were a family here. Oh, here they are. I found a rotary dial phone. I'm going to take it.
Nice.
Yeah, because
these are still good. You just have to plug it back in. You got a whole fucking phone. But that's digital. I like the rotary.
Police department.
No.
So I'm wondering if after the Marines left, this became a police department.
Could have been. But you look at that lampshade, that's what very...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Could have been after everybody left.
Shit,
And there
is all
was a
that
few.
mouse droppings?
Probably, yeah. Just don't stir up the dust.
Yeah.
See, hi, MMC Duncan.
Huh.
Yeah, you were long gone, Mike.
Yeah, definitely.
And the information would be given to the commanding officer. He would convene with his executive officer and they decide how to treat it. And they'd bring him up into the barracks for office hours in the commanding officer's office. But down here on the first floor, if you will, we had an entryway over here and an entryway over there. But this was the brig on the first floor. So these demising walls that we see here weren't here. There was expanded wire holding cells here. Mm-hmm. I was excited to leave, but after all these years, I'm excited to be back. As ironic as that might be. Yeah, saw the value. I did a lot of growing up.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Did a lot of bonding and learned a lot of life lessons that stayed with me my whole life.
Absolutely.
My name is Corporal Byron Bailey. When I left the United States Marine Corps, when I entered the United States Marine Corps, I was PFC Byron Bailey, arriving to Adak, Alaska after Marine Corps boot camp. I arrived here in August of '78 and was stationed here through August of '79, specifically assigned to Section 1 Guard Platoon. I lived here with these men. I bonded here with these men, and it's heartbreaking to see the devastation of this place that we left behind. It's very emotional for me. That's the reason I came back.
Holy shit. This is the rec room.
Yeah.
Same fucking couches. Yeah. And then once you got processed in, you went over to supply to pick up all your gear.
There you go.
I'll let you go in first. I don't want to hear a fuck out of you ever again, Williams.
Can't believe I'm saying that.
Now, the secrets of the trade, if you're going to be a sneaky bastard, anytime you have T-bar ceilings, where would they hide shit? Up above. Whiskey, marijuana, all that kind of stuff. That's why we didn't have T-bar ceilings. It was a hiding place.
Very good.
Back in my day, when I was here, we didn't have these fancy T ceilings up here. If we wanted to hide contraband, especially beer, it's important to have cold beer. We had these refrigerators. Now these may look like a window, but they were actually a refrigerator for me. in that you would pop it open, lift it out, and it had a nice barrier right here. You stole your 6-pack of beer in here, breaking it out of the case, of course, and then just closing it up, and you were good to go.
Look, it says here, all this wall is Adak wood. It must have Adak wood on it. All this wall,
Adak doesn't grow wood.
they took it off.
When I was here, I think we had 3 guard sections.
Really?
Yeah,
They have two.
Yeah.
we had 3.
And when you come in through here, my room was down here to the right, off the center.
I mean,
Yeah, cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, strip everything back to concrete. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, right now
Knock all the windows out,
we're taking a nice little walk
but it is
inside the
salvageable 'cause it is
barracks.
concrete.
We're young Marines. We're billeted, and it is nothing like what Byron, Barry, and I had. It's an upgrade compared to what we had. We'll just step into one of the rooms. I mean, I have to say though, really, I have to say this is pretty decent actually.
Yeah, it is.
You know, the green, I love the green.
Different color on every floor.
So you'd step into one of the former enlisted rooms, and it what, took four people? This looked like it just had 2 in here. Might have been.
They might have taken the stuff out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, let's see here. I'm Corporal Mike Rogers. I arrived here in March of 1985 as a PFC. And I spent 2 years here on the island. I was supposed to be here for a year, but after 2 6-month extensions, I was here until June of 1987. This is a special place for me. I held every single post here from bitch all the way to Sergeant of the Guard. And so I was in every single post and did every single thing that Marines typically did here on the Guard platoon. I'm a proud 2nd Section Marine. I was a fire team leader. I was a squad leader of the 50 Cal Squad. And I want to thank the fellow Marines that I served with because you made me into the person I am today. And this experience on Adak means a lot to me because it changed the trajectory of my life. Yeah. I think my 2nd year here, I stayed on this floor up in room 207. Me and my roommate, we were the COGs and SOGs.
You're fine, buddy.
Green and red and orange. I mean, whoever fucking picked the color. I mean, why wasn't it red and yellow?
Yeah.
For red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Very heartbreaking to see this in this condition. The United States Marine Corps took pride. We buffed these floors. We washed these windowsills. This was Spit Shine Marine Barracks, Adak, Alaska, and there was no better than us at the time. So it's very difficult. I know money drives all, but this should have never turned out like this. God, it's just magic. And to let people just destroy it. It's just devastating. Yeah, see down up here they got hard lids. Put hard lids on this deck,
Yeah.
and they put. Oh, it's for the MEP. They ran the MEP down the corridor.
But we can see where the roof of it was back in the days,
That's
right
what
there.
it was
Because
like when we were here.
this was the we had rooms on both sides.
Yep. So the corridor would be approximately where I'm standing right here now, and our rooms would be to each side, and the doors would be parallel to each other.
And the head was in the center of the
Down at that end.
barracks.
we'd spent so much time in the compound walking exterior posts. It felt good to have warm water and heat on your bones and sleep in your own rack. Because in the compound we shared, as men, everything. Urinals, toilets, food, beds, chairs, tables. And we finally had a little bit of our own when we got back to the barracks on our off time. And my window would face the TT club, which is no longer there. And a lot of the guys would come down to the deck and they'd say, hey, what's going on at the TT? Because when certain vehicles would show up, they'd know that people were there, or the kegs were delivered, or they got beer again, because there were times we'd drink the TT out of beer. I don't know if you gentlemen remember that, but it's a true story.
Then everybody would cry.
No, then everybody would buy beer and hang it out their customized refrigerated window. And we did a lot of, hell, some guys had lunch meat and a sandwich that they bought before, or even leftover pizza from the TT and be sitting on the fucking windowsill.
Charles Abels, I'm the duty photographer and videographer for this detail. Now I got to think about it because I'm getting old. What's the word I'm looking for? All right, down and dirty. I was up here as a corporal in the United States Marine Corps. I served up here from February of 1979 to February of 1980. And I want to share those who know Mike as well. Mike has been my project child since we've been here.
When I was here, there were 3 guard sections. So they added Marines out here, and we took up, 3 floors here, at least the guard force did. So that's it.
Perfect.
Okay. I didn't have it on.
Really?
So without further ado, I'm going to go in the back of the camera here and leave you.
This one's really good.
This is where we're going to stop at 307.
Oh, that's
And I'm going to do the...
Yeah. This is deck 3. And as you can see, the sun is coming out.